that gets picked up what he said.
All right. Well, came in a little hot on that one. I apologize to everyone. Apparently 10 is too much of a volume for the intro. Hey, how's it everyone doing? This is the first official episode of Unsought Opinions with me, Stevie B, Luke the
Duke?
That's where I was going with, but then I don't know. And we got Dan, and missing tonight is Blue Dub, so
Boo.
we miss you and hope you come back soon.
He's not sick, but send your prayers.
Do we know why he's not
That's
here?
even worse.
He just said he wasn't going to be able to make it. He could be sick.
He could, in fact, be. So
Unless you guys have been talking, because you guys have been spending a lot of time together.
we have become best friends.
Yeah, it kind of kills me.
I've become best friends with him too.
No, you haven't. Oh, did you have lunch again?
No,
Just the once?
Mhm.
That's cute.
it was dinner.
Yeah, and he said this was my week to get dinner with him before the pod, and I did
Suspicious.
not get
So
Suspicious.
he's now gotten dinner with everyone except for you.
He said this was my week, and then he called out.
Dude, we sound like some like kids that waiting for dad to come home.
I was gonna say girls waiting on a date, but yeah, that
That's better.
daddy issue thing that you got
Sure.
going on works as well.
Sure.
Guys, today I had to wear a dress shirt all day because I was substitute teaching, and my nips got so raw. They were
Why?
I don't know, dude. They were chafing like crazy. It was
Were you,
it was painful. I
All
went into the staff bathroom and just took my shirt off because it was it was too much.
in a stall, hopefully?
There was no stall. It's just a bathroom, and I could lock the door. It was great.
That's good.
And then
Okay.
what happened?
And then a teacher walked in.
That's hot.
I didn't even lock the door.
All right, a couple questions with that. Were you wearing an undershirt?
That's the problem. If I was wearing an undershirt, I wouldn't be chafing.
Dude, you were wearing a dress shirt without an undershirt? Are you a madman?
I'm a crazy.
Dang. That's risky.
So were you sweating profusely as well through it?
No, I wasn't sweating at all.
Oh.
It was just
Just the nips.
I just got the polyester
The
in a
chafing
bad
nips,
spot.
dude. I get it.
Yeah.
I'm a big chafer.
Are you?
everywhere.
Down below?
Oh, dude. If those thighs start rubbing together,
Dude, I remember when I was
this is if I'm running.
need some
but-
I was like a
Monkey butt.
late teen, and anytime I went to the beach, it would be like my swimsuit would just rub the inner kneecap.
Sure.
Like it was disgusting. It was horrible.
So
Let me know next time, and I can.
I don't usually have chafing issues. What is the cause that you are so prone to chafing?
I'm not prone to chafing. It was just my nips the one time.
I think
And
it-
your bathing suit every time.
But that was the salt water.
yeah, and I think if you sweat a lot, like
Okay,
I
I can
tend
see
to sweat
salt
a lot.
water.
And I think people that sweat a lot have some chafins.
Yeah,
Hey
it's
Dan,
salt.
what do you
again.
think of that chocolate
That's a
tea?
good point.
I don't know if I like it.
Dude, just keep
I
working
have
through
it?
it.
I'm working through it.
Here, take a drink.
chocolate
I'm not
mint
feeling that
tea
well. I don't wanna do
with
that to you.
soy.
Okay, never mind.
Unless you
No,
wanna
this
just give it
is
to me.
soy free.
No, this is soy.
You got the chocolate, hot chocolate?
Yeah, I got the chocolate tea from Land O'Lakes,
That's not tea, bro. That's just hot chocolate.
but it had mint.
Did you get tea?
Yeah, that's mint hot chocolate. That's why I got it for her.
Yours is tea
Mine's just regular tea.
I don't think this
with
is hot
chocolate.
Dude, it's chocolate flavored tea. Take
Okay,
take
that's
a
what I
sip.
would want. Can
Wait,
you text
we
your
have
wife?
the same thing.
We don't.
Can you ask your wife to bring that to me?
That one's the tea?
Yeah.
What the heck? I asked for tea.
All right. News of the day. Anyone have any news they want to bring to the group? Luke, let's start with you because Dan and I actually have stuff.
It's supposed to snow.
Dude, I saw something. It was at like 6 inches to a foot, and now it's like 2 inches maybe. Is that accurate?
Yeah,
Have you
I
seen
saw-
that?
It's
I
changing
saw-
to rain real quick.
Yeah, I have a friend that works for VDOT. No big deal. And she has a lot of connections in the
she?
snow
A
industry.
lady friend?
It's my friend's wife, to be clear. I
your
talk
friend?
through my friend to the wife.
Okay.
Strict male-to-male channels here.
Good. Don't ever
Arrow
text
to arrow.
a whale. Another
That's really rude.
single
I'll tell him
lady
you said
or
that.
a lady.
Agreed. Straight tip-to-tip communication.
Does the last name rhyme with Bays?
No,
Okay.
but same industry.
Right. That's all your friends are.
The same industry.
Yeah.
And they said that it's supposed to snow early and then turn to rain quickly, which means it'll probably all be gone by the evening, which is great.
That's like what my
That's
weather app
so
said.
annoying.
No, that's good.
No, it's good for you, but Zeke, my 4-year-old son, has never had a 6 inches.
That's crazy.
Isn't that weird?
I take it back. I really do want snow, but it's
I'm
really
with
difficult.
you. I always want to.
especially if you don't have kids yet, which you're on your way to, but not having kids, snow sucks. It's the worst.
I mean, it's pretty to look at, but when you have
That's
to
not
drive in
true.
it, dude, it's rough.
It's the
Especially if you got a
worst.
baby boy car like me.
yeah.
Just a little boy. I need a big truck.
Tell all the listeners at home what you drive.
I'll give you the VIN number. Ready?
Oh wait, no, it's a Corolla. You're all right.
yeah,
That's
it's
not
a,
that-
Corolla.
Baby
it's a
boy.
Corolla, and the VIN is. I don't know the VIN,
Okay, well,
but I would share it with the audience.
yeah.
I mean,
That's-
we're
I mean, we're
a
open.
transparent.
Yeah,
company.
we love our.
Did we make it to Fortune 500
Unsaudis.
this week?
We we call our listeners the Unsaudis.
The Saudis for sure.
No, the Unsaudis. We want to make it very clear they are not Saudis.
No, they're Saudis.
We do have a strong following in Saudi Arabia.
The presence is strong there. The demographics, I don't know what it is.
They love us.
Saudi Arabian.
Well, I mean, I know the demographics are Saudi Arabian, but the demographics there seem to really enjoy the podcast. I mean, we're nationwide famous, but I guess internationally famous.
Yes, nationwide.
But,
Good grief, man! Don't short circuit us.
But yeah.
All right. Enough with your news of the day. I'm bringing mine up
Go
because
ahead.
I have a grievance with the group,
Oh,
and it starts with you. And you're making a career change, and you've told everyone in the world, but you haven't told your boy.
In fact, today was my last day in said career.
Are you serious?
Yeah, dude.
Why don't you ever tell anyone anything?
I mean, so it happened very
he
fast.
told me a long time ago.
It happened very
Yeah,
fast.
he told everyone a long time ago. Apparently,
Well, you kind of disappeared from my life for a little bit.
bro, we've
Right?
been podcasting. This is our first published episode of Unsought Opinions, but
All right.
we had Arrogant Idiots before that and Capernaum's Rising before that. I don't know what it was.
I feel the responsibility to share with our Saudi listeners that Steve and I,
Unsaudis.
that Steve and I are very good friends. But I don't know. It happened very fast. I've been talking about it for a long time, and when it happened,
Fast
it
enough that
happened
they had to do
fast.
6 months of training.
No, that starts Monday.
Does it really? Are you going back to another kind of boot camp to you?
Yes, yeah.
That's cool. He's not in the armed forces to
Fireman
all our
boot
Saudis.
fundraising on the sidewalks.
But this one's much better because I don't have to go away. It's just 20 minutes away from my house, so
That's legit.
15 minutes.
Are you at Little Fork? I'm just kidding.
No.
I know you're at.
Yeah.
Well, cool, man. Good for you.
Yeah, I'm nervous. I mean, I could hate
I
it.
do want to take. I know you were hearing this from a lot of people, but I want to take a little bit of credit that when you were telling me of your current career, I
Sure.
said you should do this secondary career.
You and everybody else.
That's what I said. I'm taking some credit for it,
Yes.
but that's awesome.
You heard it here first, Saudis. Sorry,
I am.
Saudis.
I am hurt.
You shouldn't be.
I'm gonna be real.
You
This is
should-
me being transparent with the group.
You should not be hurt.
I'm hurt. Dan, if you make a career change, I would like you to tell me.
I didn't know you substitute teach.
That is.
yeah, what the heck?
I didn't know that
I-
you wear dress shirts without an undershirt.
Yeah, that is true.
I didn't know you had chafing problems, dude. We could have had a whole podcast episode about our chafing problems.
And we
I
would have
am-
known what to get you for Christmas.
I would
I
have
am-
gotten you so much petroleum jelly.
Quite hypocritical. I apologize.
From Arabia.
I went into Amanda's office and said, "My nips are chafing like crazy." And she said, "You need some Band-Aids." I was like, "I don't know if I can pull it off."
Yeah, dude. Band-Aids
The
with cotton
Band-Aids
ball.
are...
What?
So when I was probably maybe 18, not
Yeah.
that long ago. Gosh, 10 years ago, basically. That's wild. I ran a half marathon,
Dude,
and I didn't train for it. So the week before, I told myself I was going to train, but I never did. Didn't even run 1 mile training.
didn't you get into running for a while?
Okay, yeah, that's fine. Go ahead.
Sorry.
No, go ahead.
I think my record's like 8 miles. I hate
Dude,
it.
that is 7 more miles than I've ever run.
I did it for Tough Mudder, and then I didn't even run it.
Bro, this man ran from his parents' house at the old
Sure.
house all the way to town.
That's about 7 miles.
I
Forgot
couldn't
about
even.
that.
I didn't even know that someone could do
Was
that.
possible.
Yeah.
So anyway, back to my
yeah.
story. I was doing this half marathon. I didn't train. There is a point to the story that brings us kind of full circle, but let me go on a little tangent.
Whole
here.
circle or full circle?
Both.
Okay.
Yeah. Sphere. It's more spheric.
Spherical.
Spheric.
What do you call
Phallic?
an oval, a 3D oval?
Ovalic. Ovaries.
I think you're right. Okay. All right. Back
So
to your story.
I didn't run at all to prepare, but here's what I did. A week before, I was like, you know what? I'm scared. So I started watching a lot of YouTube videos on how
This is
to
the best training.
Forrest Gump scenes.
how to run a half marathon or full marathon without training. Surprisingly, people do that.
I am shocked
you just
at
keep
how
going.
you're going to tie this in.
And just wait for it.
Spaghetti.
Just hang on a second. And so what I did was the week before is
So what I did was make a career change and not tell my
I,
friend.
I ate literally like an entire thing of spaghetti every day the week before, and I drank a gallon of water, and it made a huge difference. Okay, so that was that part of the story.
I feel like I'm talking to Ron Rivera.
Why are your lips starting to like
Because
purse?
they're very chapped, dude.
Dude, I got chapped things as
very
well.
chapped. Oh, dude.
My nipples, that sounded way
Now we're
dirtier.
going back to the point of my story. Okay, chapped lips, chapped nipples. So when I was getting ready in the morning for the race, I put petroleum jelly in places that would chafe,
Dude,
including the nips.
Andy Bernarded it.
I did. Well, I didn't do the band-aid.
He's like bleeding.
Dude, that was my fear. But I definitely put petroleum jelly.
Dude, I felt like I was close.
How far is a
Today.
half marathon?
13.1.
13.1, yeah.
And you did that?
I didn't. So I probably ran 9 miles total. I
Someone-
ran the first 6, and then walked like a couple, and then ran. It was 9 miles that I ran, and then probably walked 4.
Dude, that's insane. You just went from nothing to run. I guess 18, you can kind of get away with that, but
I don't know how old I was. I think I was 18 or 19 or 20. Something.
dude, that's
like
impressive. Do you have the bumper sticker?
that. I've got a.
A half marathon bumper sticker?
It doesn't count unless you have a magnet on
I
your...
did have the sticker for a little bit.
Yeah,
I should probably get that again.
it's a virtue
I should
signaling.
live off of that victory for the rest of my life.
I would say you'd be foolish not to.
Yeah. So
I
anyway,
did the same thing.
Dan, what's your news?
You
With
ran a half?
100-mile bike ride.
Yeah, dude, that's
Oh,
Five
yeah.
times with no training.
and that's insane. I don't.
But
even,
same thing. I just had pasta and gallons of water all week.
Yeah, dude, isn't that wild?
Because I can't. It's like they wanted to train all the time, but it was like 6 hours on a Saturday, every Saturday, which no one has time for.
No.
Just suffer once a year.
Get that glycogen up. Let your body feed off that glycogen.
I wanted so bad to be hit by a car so I could get taken to the end.
Dude, that is a. You should not do that race again for your mental
You
health.
know that's a dark spot.
That's a
it
mile
gets in your
50
head.
spot. right
How
there.
how long? 500 minutes, I would assume, because it takes you about 5 minutes for a mile on a bicycle. How long did that take you?
It was like between 10 and 12 hours each time,
So yeah, that was about 5 to 6.
It's a long time.
especially when it's just a lot of it's just straight cornfields forever, so there's no change of scenery.
That's boring.
It's
Did
gets in your head.
they give you the gels?
Yes.
Those were the best part.
What's the
Lots
gels?
of beef jerky.
He doesn't know what the gels are.
I don't know.
Like
what the gel.
gel energy.
Do I look like
things.
someone that has done any kind of
The energy gels,
marathon?
dude. They'll hand you these little energy gels, and you just kind of like squeeze them in your mouth, and you just throw it, and let some peasant pick it up in a cornfield.
Dude, do you remember?
That is biblical.
our
You're supposed to
friend-
leave the edges of the field
that's
for
true.
the poor people.
Our friend that came back from Costa Rica and visited here and then went to Colorado. And she was running like 100-mile marathons and stuff.
Yeah.
Dude, that's silly. Ain't no reason. All right, Dano, what's your news of the day?
I'm changing my career.
I appreciate you letting me know first.
Yeah, no problem. But I for real am. So,
Are you really?
yeah.
What? Oh my gosh.
Are you
What are
really?
you doing?
Well, I'm going to try the financial planning thing.
Sweet.
So my last day is Easter.
Dang, dude, that's awesome.
Really?
But no one knows yet. So
Keep it on. except
hopefully
for-
this only stays in Saudi Arabia for a couple weeks.
You mean like your workplace doesn't know yet?
No, they know.
Oh, okay, well then we can post this. Whatever.
Yeah.
Well, they said to keep it quiet for a year or for a month.
Dude, he is sick. He is still sick.
He is out. That's for our Saudi Arabian listeners.
Yeah. That's more German.
They
but
sound like
alright.
what's that one puppet terrorist dude?
Yeah, Ahmed.
Ahmed, that terrorist.
Ahmed.
Dude, so you're doing financial planning.
Well, I don't have a job yet, so I'm doing nothing.
That's
But
awesome.
What do
Trying
you
to figure
need
it out.
as far as
Sweet.
like getting approved, like prerequisites to get a job?
You got to take different exams and
Okay.
pass those. So I was recommended to take like certain tests before applying anywhere, just to beef up the resume a little bit. And then I'm just kind of waiting for a spot to pop up locally.
They're like certifications.
I'm tired of commuting
Yeah.
in general because I've had to do that for the last like 10 years.
What is you don't have to mention city names, obviously. Keeping it very secret. But what's the furthest you want to drive?
30 minutes?
Like, yeah.
So your options are here.
I would like to do less, but
Yeah.
I would like to do here.
Dude, can't you just remote work with that? Just like doing a lot of on
You gotta
Skype
meet
meetings
with people
and stuff?
You
face to
can,
face,
but
right?
yeah, I feel like it'd be tough to like build your.
So that's you don't
Your
work for someone.
clients.
You're just making your own business and you're helping them plan their finances.
Eventually, I will be doing that. I mean, I'd probably have to start working for somebody first,
Okay.
but there are options.
But do you have to do like DPOR certifications and stuff that you have to test for and whatnot?
I don't know what that is,
Oh, okay.
so probably not.
Department of Professional Occupation Regulation or something. Anytime like an electrician or a mechanic or even your
You have to do different
like your
tests that the
certification tests and
SEC
stuff, kinda like-
and FINRA do.
Okay, that's interesting. Okay, well, along the same vein, I have not told nary a soul this one, but I too am.
Are you serious?
Yeah,
Dude, let's go.
dude. Yeah.
This is
So
a sweet podcast.
What is Ben doing?
yeah, dude. He's
Same thing.
yeah. I don't know.
But
what
he's
doing.
crushing it.
So I don't know. I don't know if I want to get into it.
You don't have to get super into it, but just
Okay.
kinda like,
Well, since
But this is secret telling podcast.
since September, this is for all our unsaudis, but since September, I've been taking pilot lessons, and
are you
so
serious?
I am. By the end of January, I'm hoping to have my private pilot license,
dude.
and then going to be selling our rental house to supplement my income while I just go hardcore for like airline piloting,
That is the
stuff like
coolest
that.
thing
So,
ever.
yeah,
So
it's
you want to do like commercial planes
yeah,
or what?
like airlines.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Dude, that would be
That is
the
awesome.
coolest thing.
because I've been looking for a pilot.
Oh well, you can plan my
I've got a lot
finances.
of Alaskan places I need to go.
Yeah, dude, that's
If we make it big, can you be our private jet flyer? pilot?
well,
And provide
if
the jet?
you. Yeah, exactly.
Well,
If
and
you
basically,
pay for it.
we would just kick you off the podcast and make you our pilot.
Yeah,
We could be a sky pod.
sure.
Skypod.
But that's the thing. So Ben's dad is selling his plane. I'm like, I don't know. That'd be kind of cool.
Dude,
That
that's
would be
really
pretty
awesome, man.
cool.
Yeah. So
I would
it's
be very jealous of that job. That's awesome.
it's crazy. It's so much studying. I've already passed the DPOR airman's test, but I have to go in like I'm at like 32 hours right now. You need at least 40, and then you need to do a check ride, which is like the hardest part. And
Where
So
are you
cool.
taking your classes?
in Orange, right next to the
You
skydive.
Orange in Orange County, Los Angeles.
Yeah.
yeah,
There's a lot
Um,
of airports there.
yeah. That's awesome, dude. That's really, really cool.
Yeah. So it's
You should
it's
talk
crazy.
to my dad about that stuff. He would love to talk to you about
What's that?
You should talk to my dad about
Dude,
that
he's a
stuff.
helicopter pilot, right?
He was, yeah.
Yeah, dude. That'd be
was-
so sick.
And he could
But
probably help
the
you
cool
out.
part of that is after I get licensed, I have to build hours. And so if you guys want, we could just go up. And
Yeah, after you get some hours under your belt, I'm in.
dude, I already
Maybe like
have
6,000.
40. Like, I'm all right. So yeah, the
That's
longest
awesome, dude.
I've had to go from here to Tappahannock, which is like an hour, and then land there. And
When did you
then
do that?
Come back. The Tappahannock
Yeah.
one?
Like recently, you're doing these?
Are you better at flying than riding motorcycles?
Dan.
Someone had to ask.
That's true. Steve almost died.
Dude, I'm literally just trying to be Maverick at this point. Like,
I'll give you my glasses
I don't. Yeah.
and
okay.
my face.
Luke does not resemble Tom Cruise. I have his height, so that helps.
That's true. That does help. That does help.
But yeah, so that's what's been going on in the Beechner household. I haven't been telling. Like I said, I
Can I ask you a question?
what
What happened to the boot camp thing you were gonna do?
for cybersecurity.
Yes,
I still might do that. That's kind of the thing. Is like,
You never told me anything about boot camp for
dude,
cybersecurity.
we are the worst friends.
dude, yeah. Well, so
But you
the real estate
You didn't even
market.
go that way. Route.
I'm gonna say some dates and stuff right now. So when all of our unsaudis listen to this in 10 years, they're gonna be like, "What?" But the real estate market.
What?
What are you doing? The real estate market is not great in our state or nation right now because we're
California,
recovering from a lot of things and mismanagement and everything.
Governor Newsom's the worst for us.
But
And the world.
so I'm just looking for any means of income, and so IT is a quick thing that you can do to
Yeah.
start making good money. And so I was considering that. So with piloting, there's a program in Manassas called ATP. So it's like you go in and it's like a serious boot camp, and it's like 7 months, and then you go without anything, and then you leave with your
0 to hero, dude.
0 to hero. But then you have to spend like another year and a half like being a trainer for them to get your hours up, because in order to be an airline pilot, you need like 1,500 hours.
Even just to apply.
Well, you'll get accepted after you hit 50. They're so starved for pilots right now that anyone can
That's
do
what
it.
I mean. Like you need
Yeah.
1,500 to get in.
To get in the
That's
door.
cool.
Yeah, and then you go through
That's
their
good.
boot camp and everything.
How many hours does that boot camp, that 0 to hero thing give you?
It's like 250, I think.
Okay.
And then, well, the part of the boot camp is being they call it a CFI, which is a certified flight instructor, and you do that for a year and a half, and you still get like more.
How much does something like that cost?
So it's like 90 grand, or so 0 to hero is like 115 grand
Really?
for the one in Manassas. Yeah.
But it's basically like, I mean, if once you did that,
But you can't
have a career.
You can't have a job for those 2 times. So it's great for like a 22-year-old that has a
True, yeah.
diploma and just goes in. But so for me, I'm like selling my rental property, which is going to supplement my income for 2 years, and then try and go after this. But then I've talked to a couple pilots that know someone that's gone through it, or they've gone through it themselves, and they're like, yeah, if you don't keep up, they can drop you from the program at any time, and it's like you end up hating piloting by doing that because it's so hardcore.
intense.
And he said it's actually cheaper just to go through like one of the small schools
Sure.
and just go at it full time like that.
Yeah.
I would have
as
thought
opposed-
like a major airline pays for all that stuff.
So they from what I can, they'll like reimburse you like 20 grand, some of them, to sign up with them, but they don't pay for the full thing, just because there's so many people that just like flame out. It's like 90% of people that try and get their private's license bail before they finish.
Yeah, I would think if maybe you flew for them for like 5 years or something like that, they give your money back.
Yeah, no, I don't think so.
That's crazy.
But yeah, so I think that I'm gonna continue doing like doing IT and then flying in the evenings or something like that, or doing what I'm doing now as appraising is so great because it's the schedule is so flexible, especially if I'm selling, and I don't have to take any loans for the student classes and stuff. So I can. This is really good podcasting. Everyone's like, I don't care.
Yeah.
But yeah, so I think I'm just gonna go through a private school and do it that way. 'Cause
That's sweet, man.
I don't have to take any more debt.
Awesome.
So we'll see.
Lots of big changes for all of us.
Dude.
What about you? Saudis, comment below.
I want to worship Jesus. I've never said that publicly. Woohoo!
Have you guys seen any good movies lately?
Oh,
I just watched Top Gun,
Maverick
For the
or
first
first
time?
one?
the first one.
For the first time?
No.
Oh, okay.
Well, that's not that.
First time
That's
in
not
like 20 years.
groundbreaking.
Dude, when Maverick, the first commercial came out for it, I was like losing my mind. And
Dude, I peed my pants.
Amanda
wasn't
and I were in the movie theater, and I like grabbed her hand, and she was like, "What?" And I was like, "It's a sequel." She's like, "I've never seen it." I was like, "You've never seen Top Gun?" And so I took her home, and we watched Top Gun.
Duh.
And the whole time I'm like panicking because that movie is so 80s, as you can attest to, having just seen it.
You like want her to love it.
With the volleyball scene. Yeah, I'm losing my mind, like terrified. She's just going to be like, this is, because she is a very
What do you mean
harsh
terrified?
critic. Terrified that she's going to hate
He
the
wanted her
movie
to
that
love it.
has
It's just
formulated
nonstop, like
so much of my,
super cool jets flying around.
who I want to be. And so the movie ended, and I look over and she said, that was a great movie. And I was like, oh,
Dude, nope.
my God.
I will say though, like I grew up on that movie
Yeah.
because that was my dad's life. So we grew up watching it.
Well, he
And
was a
then-
helicopter pilot, so
Same
it's a
thing.
little bit different.
Navy pilot, same thing. And they had to get trained on jets, Steve. And
So he can fly an F-14 right now?
no, he cannot.
Yeah, well,
And it wasn't an F-14 in Top Gun either.
it absolutely was.
The
I have a
Tomcat?
model of it sitting. Yeah,
Oh, maybe it was. Maybe he can fly
my
that
dad
back.
got me a model of the F-14 Tomcat.
The wings fold back, dude. It's crazy.
It is sick.
Bobcat.
Is it Bobcat? I don't know what
it
it
is
is.
Tomcat.
Oh, okay.
And then when Maverick came out, all the ladies loved it because of the boys, and then everybody loved Top Gun magically. Where it's like, guys, this has been a great movie for 40 years.
Yeah. So, are you the type of person that's gonna get mad because you were in it before anyone, or are you gonna be the
Yes.
type that's like, I love that everyone loves
No,
Top Gun.
because it fades. It
Okay.
fades because it's not genuine love. It's like it's what's it called? Shoot.
Superficial.
No, yeah, but it's like what infatuation.
Okay.
It's just straight infatuation because of your love for the sequel. And it's like, well, did you like the first one, or are you just like, wow, they mentioned that in the sequel? You know what I mean? It's not real love.
They steal that from the sequel.
Dude, you know what's really cool and I'm really proud of? My son has watched Top Gun and is all about it and probably knows it better than I do at this point.
That's awesome.
And he's also like way into Rocky, way into Karate Kid, way into The Sandlot and all the movies that formulated us.
I've never seen Rocky.
Oh
Any of them?
gosh.
No.
Oh my gosh.
You and Hannah.
She's never seen them?
My family was always Rocky, Silence of the Lambs, and Lion King.
He does love Silence of the Lambs.
That's so
That's
weird.
such a weird trio. That is the weirdest.
Oh
trio.
my gosh. Your whole family.
Oh, and Remember the Titans.
Dude, I want to see
such a
Tom
weird-
Forge get
Quad-
geeky
quad-
about some Lion King.
He might not get geeky about Lion King,
But Silence of the Lambs, dude.
But
but
you-
he did have the
You
album
give him some
to
lotion, he
listen
knows
to
where to put it.
on its skin.
Ew.
Sorry. I didn't mean for that to be dirty. I was just trying to make a Silence of the Lambs.
Papa Forge, we are very sorry.
Papa Forge, if you were an Unsadi, we this went south quickly. Do you guys tell your family that you do a podcast?
Define
forget.
family.
Not wife.
No. If it came up, I might mention it, but I would not make a point of it.
I don't know if my parents know how to listen to podcasts.
Dude, Tom's got some pods.
Yeah, you
Well,
know,
once we're on YouTube,
you know, Tom.
he watches YouTube all the
He's
time.
a big Potter, for sure.
Yeah. He's a Harry Potter.
He's an Unsaudi for sure.
Dude, he will be when he hears this one.
He will be. He'll be christened into the Saudis.
We've got Top Gun. We've got Sounds of the Land.
Talking about jobs.
Speaking of Silence of the Lambs, my question for tonight.
That was your...
No. Is it a sin to be a cannibal if you don't do the killing?
Are you speaking because you
If they
want
died,
to try it?
If they died naturally,
Okay. Are you speaking
so it's
because
not murder.
Are you speaking of this because you would like to try it?
No.
Dude, that was a little sketchy. No.
Dude, you know what's really weird? So, your sister had a boyfriend for a long time, like her first boyfriend. We
Is
don't
he a
have to...
cannibal now?
No, but the
Oh.
first time I met him, I was waiting on
Is this
your
the-
sister
the
and her...
the crazy one who punched me in the face with
No,
with
this
my
was
own hand?
before him.
Okay.
This guy was very dark and like emo and stuff.
Okay.
But anyway, I was waiting on them at the
That was
Ruby
just funny,
Tuesday.
Luke.
And the first time I
Seriously,
introduced to this guy, the first words he says to me is, if you could eat human and you didn't get in trouble for it, would you do it? I said, you're a weird guy.
That's more than he's ever said to me.
I like you. Okay.
Is there blood?
Is it immoral? Oh, that's a good biblical question.
Is there blood?
Don't eat
Yeah.
the lifeblood.
Probably.
You no, because like venison, you
All
cook
right,
the
let's
blood
just
out.
say you take a perfectly good steak out of a human.
Just a big old
Are
big
you?
ham.
Are we cooking? Are we cooking it?
You can.
Well,
Do I know that it's a human?
Yes.
I mean, I want to say that it's definitely bad. No. You're thinking
I did look it up, and I forget everything I looked at, but I remember not finding anything solid.
Are you in the market? Because I know a guy.
No, I'm not.
Are you saying like okay?
pre-planning,
So
just in case.
let me just line this out first so we have an idea. Are we talking like we're not obviously talking like we're gonna kill people to harvest them? We're talking like okay.
We're not talking legal.
Hang on
or
a second.
anything.
Hang on. That's what I'm saying. We're saying like okay, this guy had a bad motorcycle accident. Are we just gonna let all that go to waste? Is that what we're saying?
Yes, during some kind of apocalypse
Well,
Like, you have to do it to
okay.
survive.
That's That's
to
different.
survive.
That's somewhat different, somewhat. But are we like? What about like right now? Why does it change the morality if it's desperation? That's a good question.
That's a good question. but I do kind of feel like it changes a little bit.
What else becomes right in desperation? Stealing. I would say.
So
If
that's-
you steal bread for your family.
What I'm reading
Well,
is
all laws go out the window.
in desperation is when
Ish.
Moses is talking about it. I don't think that it's good to eat the image of God.
I'm not eating an image of God.
If you're eating a human, you're eating an image
Yeah,
of God.
but we also eat the bread, which is like his.
Symbolic.
I know it's symbolic.
Is it symbolic, though? Depends who you ask.
That's true.
Yes.
Yes, it
And
does.
that's all, folks.
Like your dad would say it's not symbolic.
Yeah. But I'm not Catholic.
Yeah, but
It's pronounced Catholic. Go ahead.
okay, thank you. So on that line, do you know why we're not supposed to make graven images of God?
Because it says so.
Because we don't want to know what God looks like. No, why? Like, why do you think?
Define graven.
And you're not supposed to make images of God. No idols.
I think because it cheapens what his actual appearance would be.
What is actual appearance?
What we could imagine is cheapens it.
Bruh,
I would say because you're worshiping the image instead of the creator.
you ready for this?
I'm ready.
Because we're the images of God. And so we are the living idols of God that point to people to God. And so for us to make idols that are pointless and everything is just ridiculous because we're supposed to be his images.
Dang.
Isn't that crazy?
Yeah, but how is
4D
that
chess.
applying to
4D
cannibalism?
Because you're not supposed to eat images of God.
Okay, so I've given my answer. I think that the morality doesn't change based on desperation. I think the
So you wouldn't steal bread to feed your family.
dude, you're kind of right. The morality for that does change.
Was not David starving and ate heads or the
I get it from the temple. No, I know.
we just went over that in First Kings.
But what I'm saying is, I do agree with that. But I think there are some moralities that don't change in desperation.
Shout out Ecclesia Church. What?
Los Angeles, California.
It's the best.
Come visit.
Some don't change.
Yeah, some don't change. Murder doesn't become right in any Well, I don't know. Maybe
See?
it does.
Yeah.
Well, what about the Sabbath? Because I think it talks about
He's about to
like
talk
have
about
a,
what we just
you're
did.
supposed to have the Sabbath, but if it's a matter of feeding your family, then you should be feeding your family.
Yeah.
That's exactly what we were just saying.
Yeah.
When
Well, it's just
David
another
ate
example,
the
though.
bread on the Sabbath.
Dan, are you looking for a pass to eat somebody?
I just want to know the answer.
What is your opinion?
In
I've
what,
always thought it was wrong, but now I kind of feel like it's not.
in what world? In what world are you going to be in that situation?
This one?
Maybe if you're on an island
Yeah.
or Mount Everest and one of your fellows falls and dies, and that's all you got.
Yeah, he's saying don't let that go to waste, dude.
So I think that's fine. Like the shipwrecks on what was it?
but doesn't it make you crazy?
The people in the heart of the sea. Have you ever seen? No. Have you ever read that book?
Popular misconception.
Dude, they found the people that were on the Moby Dick ship or whatever, and it was just some cabin boy chewing on a bone, and he was gone, like gone.
Mentally.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying.
Well, it wasn't cooked, so
Well, but was he also like out in the middle of the sea, lost?
yeah. The ship,
that'll do
the
it.
whale
But that'll do
crashed
it.
the ship,
That's part of it.
and so they went off in their little dinghy,
Yeah,
drew
but-
straws, and they each shot themselves.
I got the answer. This is what it is. The point where you become desperate enough to eat somebody is the point where you're going to go crazy because of it, because it's like you're at your end.
Okay.
So it's not the eating the person.
another
that's the
question.
crazy. It's the
Based off what
that
he just
point.
said.
Go ahead.
They drew straws, so they had to kill somebody.
I said they killed themselves.
Okay, but I still think you're not supposed to kill yourself.
Agreed.
I mean, yeah, I think of the two choices, don't kill yourself is better. But
But
if,
then they're whittling away and not as plump.
It's true.
I think in acts of desperation,
Cannibalism becomes okay.
God is an understanding God.
So you think it does become okay?
Do you think Jesus would have eaten somebody?
I don't think Jesus would need to.
But
I
if
think
he
he would
needed
have
to,
said bread. And
I don't think he would have.
I don't think he would have either.
He would have been the one that with the short straw. He would have magicianed it.
Dude, but I don't.
He said, "Eat my flesh."
But why would he do that?
Why would he be in a situation where he would need to? He would just
Answer that question. Why would he need? Why would he feel if he was faced with eating the person or miracling a bread? Why would he feel like he needs to miracle the bread?
Because inherently it's not good.
So should we do it?
I
Why-
wouldn't
Are you
unless
saying
I was
it's
in that
more unhealthy?
I'm telling you what, if I am boating with my family in the deep sea and our
Who are you eating first?
What if
motor
there's-
crashed, I'm killing myself.
Who are you eating first?
What if they are strangers? What if they're enemies?
Then I'm eating them. No, I'm just kidding. I would obviously like to say, yes, I would sacrifice myself for a group of strangers or a group of my enemies. That's the Christianese answer. That's what I'm supposed to say. I don't know how I'm going to react in that situation. I do know if I'm with my family, I am sacrificing myself.
I don't know, man.
I don't know if I can eat some.
Well, I agree with everything you said, sacrificing yourself, but I don't know if it means that Morgan has to eat my body. Then I don't know if if it's like maybe we should just like off each
You
other.
probably
at the
off
same
yourself
time.
and then be like, she'd be like, I don't know.
You're just like I don't know about that. Then it's like
Then
do
you
it
got a
for
Romeo and Juliet situation.
nothing. Romeo and Juliet.
Sorry.
The Spanish version. Romeo and Juliet.
Well, a lot has been revealed about ourselves.
Sure. Dan would eat somebody. Steve would
I don't
eat
know.
himself.
I don't know.
And Luke's undecided. Tune in next week for Ben's opinion.
Yeah, we'll ask him.
Yeah.
We'll ask him. I'm sure he'll have a thoughtful opinion of it. It won't
Totally
at all be
reactionary.
sarcastic at all. He's not wont to do that.
Well, guys, thanks for tuning in to our first show of Unsought Opinions.
It's been a short one. It's only 36 minutes.
And it's our second show. Third if you include the one that got deleted.
I think this is the first one we're posting.
This is the first unsought opinions.
This is the first Unsought Opinions.
Okay, well, we're going back in time for that.
So-
Okay. Yep. Take care, y'all.